How are you? I'm so happy to be here with you tonight for our Wednesday night Scrap Your Stash. This is a night to dedicate an hour or two to working on your projects. Maybe just organizing your scrapbooking room, or sometimes I just come down here and watch TV and sit in my scrapbooking room, and it just relaxes me and puts my mind at ease. So, tonight is the night for that, Wednesday nights at 7 Eastern, and you can find me on Pam's Scrapbooks Facebook page and my YouTube channel. Those are the 2 places you will definitely always see me. This live will always happen in those 2 places, on my Facebook page and in my YouTube channel. I try to make it happen in my Facebook groups, but sometimes Facebook does not cooperate, so it doesn't always happen in my Facebook groups. But you definitely can find me on my Facebook page and in my YouTube channel. So, hello and welcome. Good evening, everybody. I'm so happy to be here with you tonight, to be back after a little bit of a time off. And I we had a Friday night virtual crop last Friday night, and that was the first one we'd had in a while. So it was so awesome to see everybody and to be scrapbooking again. So I'm so excited to have had some time off, and then also to be back here with you tonight again. It's time to get, back to our pages, start getting all of those great pictures that you've been taking over the summer in your scrapbook. If you're doing a calendar album, that is an album where you scrapbook all your current events that happened every month. You stay current. You're working on July 2025 right now in your calendar album. And that's a great feeling. You get them off your phone immediately and into an album, and you're staying current, and that's awesome. I do have a calendar album going. I haven't quite finished my 2024 yet, so I am behind. But that's okay too. If you are behind by 1 year, by 20 years, as long as you are getting those pictures in the scrapbook and telling that story, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter how far back you are scrapbooking. All right. So tonight we are going to be using this Relax into Summer collection. I bought this collection when it came out earlier this year in May, I guess it was. It came out in May. And in anticipation for our European cruise vacation, because when I saw the designs in the paper, I just knew that it was going to be perfect for that occasion. So that's what I am using the majority of it for. Now, some of it does talk about summer because it is called Relax into Summer. So some of it does reference summer. So I'll just hang on to those and use those for some summer pages. So it's gonna, I'm gonna use it all up for sure in no time. Okay, so let's talk about some things that I have coming up. So in a couple weeks, we are having our next July Friday night virtual crop. And I don't think I had this one on my calendar. I don't think I had it scheduled, leaving July open for maybe a time when people would be on vacations. But we are going to have one on the 23rd of July. So if you are at home and would like some dedicated scrapbooking time, come and join us in my Zoom room. We have so much fun. I can't say that enough. We get in there and talk and laugh and work on our projects. The second Friday of the month, we always create the Creative Memories virtual crop sketches together, which is what we did last Friday. And I'm going to show those to you in just a second. Had so much fun doing that, you guys. The sketches this time were just awesome. And maybe it's just because I haven't done it so long. I've just really been craving to make some sketches, and so they just seem like the best sketches ever. But they were so much fun to make. And so we're going to be doing that the second when we meet on the second Friday of the month. And then the fourth Friday, we do a variety of things. Maybe we'll make sketches again. Maybe I'll grab some ideas from Pinterest or some magazines or online, and we will recreate those layouts. And sometimes we just have an open crop and we work on our projects. It just really depends on what we feel like doing that night. So, like I said, it's a very relaxed evening. It's a free crop, and it's from 6:30 to 10 Eastern time in my Zoom room. And if you need that registration, I think I happen to have that right here. I do. Just hover over this QR code right here and you'll get a registration form. You'll just fill in your name and email address. And then once you do that, Zoom will email you the meeting link. And just hold on to that meeting link because it's the same one for all of the Friday night virtual crops. And I host a Saturday all day virtual crop several times during the year. We use the same one for that as well, just to make it easy on us. So create a shortcut on your desktop or bookmark it in your web browser, this meeting link. So all you have to do is click on it every Friday, or the second and the fourth Friday, and then for that all day virtual crop, and join us because we have so much fun. The ladies are so sweet, and we just learn so much from each other, and we help each other with math because it's hard, and just have a blast. So join us in a couple weeks at the next one. All right, a couple more things I wanted to let you know. The free gift that you get when you join my team has changed. It changes every quarter. So July 1st started a new gift, and you can see that it is this beautiful, fancy filigree album. I have it up right behind me. It's got the wrapping on it, so you get a little bit of glare in there, but this is the fancy filigree album right behind me. And then you also get this sampler pack of refill pages and pocket pages, which is awesome because then you get a close-up look at the different colors that we have: the white, the spargo, the natural, the black, and then the pocket pages. And you can combine these all in one album if you'd like. That is a fantastic thing too. So this is the gift. It's valued at well over $50. So you get that free when you join my team. And, my team name from the sweet ladies that are on my team named the team last year, and we call ourselves Team Scrappy Bunch because we love to scrap a bunch. So come and join us. We have such a blast. Our plan is, I have to say, it's the best that there is anywhere because you don't have to sell a thing. You can join and just enjoy that money that you get back on everything you buy because you're an advisor and you pay less for all your product. So I can't say enough about how great our membership is. So come and check it out. You can join for just a year and, see how you like it. But you can just go right to my website to join, and that QR code is right up here, my CM website. Just hover your phone over this one, and it'll take you to my website. Click on join. It gives you all the information. I'm also happy to jump on a call with you or text or whatever you would like to do. Email me at the email I just displayed down here, and we can talk about what it means. I can't say enough about how relaxed and flexible our plan is. All right. I just love to talk about it. So I have to stop myself because I will continue. All right. So that's the new join gift. And then I wanted to let you know about the promo that's going on. You guys have probably seen it. It is the first You Pick It promo of the year, I think, or maybe we've had another one. Anyway, I love our You Pick It promos because it means you spend $150, you get a free gift, and you pick which gift you want. You can get this huge collapsible bag. You can get this set of 2 collapsible bags, or you can get this beautiful Noteworthy Days bundle. Those are free when you spend for every $150 you spend on my website. So if you spend $300 on my website, you get to pick 2 of those gifts. And you say, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. But think about all of those items that you don't ever want to run out of, like foam squares. You know, my friends, the foam squares. You don't ever want to run out of those. And your adhesive, you never want to run out of your adhesive. So stock up when we have these You Pick It promos. Your photo tape, I'm looking at this here on my table. Those are my go-tos. They are right here. And I don't ever want to run out of those when I'm making a layout. So grab those, stock up on those to reach that amount. And then you have, items that you're going to use up on all of your layouts. You're going to use them on all of your layouts. Okay. And so I just wanted to show you, I did get one of mine shipped to me. This is the large, what did they call it? I'm sorry, tote bag, I believe. Rainbow dots, collapsible bag. Yeah, a tote bag. All right, this is the large one. And when they say large, they really do mean large. And they did compare it to the 30, no, I want to say 30 something. That's not the right company. I'll think of it, or you guys tell me in the chat, 30 something. But remember the company that had these totes that we all love? And I always use mine when I go to crops. Well, they've made them so that they fit the pods in here. So you can fit 4 pods in here. And it does collapse. So you can collapse it when you're not using it. And I would recommend that because I know that a lot of you have cats that like to scrapbook with you, and this would be where they would want to come and sleep while you're scrapbooking. So if you don't want your cats to use this as a bed, then I would collapse it when you're not using it. But look how huge it is. And like I said, it fits 4 of our pods. And let me show you the pod if you don't know what I'm referring to. My scrapbooking room has become somewhat of a mess from the Friday night virtual crop. But so this is the pod. This is one of our pods, tote pods. I use it for my scraps. You guys, I know I've showed you my project folders where I keep all my scraps. Well, then I put those project folders in the pod. And so this large tote that you get free when you spend $150 fits 4 of these in there comfortably. So yeah, that's a no-brainer for me. I'll be putting these in that tote next time I go to a weekend crop to transport all of my scraps, because I feel like I can't do without them. I have to have my scraps because when I need a small piece of paper, I hate to cut anything up in the collection. I don't want to use that. Or maybe I just want a piece of cardstock and I don't want to use a whole piece of cardstock. So I just feel like I have to, every crop that I go to, I have to take my scraps. So I'm going to really love having this large tote to do that easily. Okay. So I don't have the other size totes yet. Those are coming tomorrow and Thursday. Today's Wednesday, tomorrow and Friday. So watch for those. All right, now I'm going to jump over, before we get started on the project, I'm going to jump over and say hi to the people I see coming on. All right. Hello, Sue Ellen. Oh, you're so sweet. She's telling me I'm glowing tonight and that I look great. Well, right back at you. I can't see you right now, but I saw you Friday and you looked fabulous. All right. Hey, Bev, found you. Oh, I'm so glad you did. 31. Thank you. 31 is the company that had the totes that we use to carry all of our stuff to our scrapbooking crops. Well, now we have those totes. That's the number. That's the company I was looking for. Thanks, everybody. Angie, Lynn, and Christina all said 31. Thank you. I totally lost it. 30 something, I guess, was close. 31, 30 something. All right. Very good. Thanks, ladies. All right. Let me just switch on over then to my table and we're going to get going here. I'm going to turn this guy on. I'm going to turn this guy off. And there we go. All right. So these are the pieces that I have left of my Relax into Summer collection. Just a few, not a lot left. And I mentioned that I was going to share with you what we did at my Friday night virtual crop. So let's do that first so that you can see what I've used up from this collection. And remember, the Creative Memories virtual crop, they always create a PDF of the 4 sketches, and they put that out on the blog so that you can easily download it and print it. I love when they did that. They really, that was really a game changer for me than trying to cut and paste and print and everything else. So it makes it so much easier to get these sketches printed out. And then once you do, 3-hole punch them and put them in that binder that we got earlier this year to save all your sketches. And you have a great idea book to take with you to crops. So these are the 4 sketches that I told you were just fabulous. They just seem like the best sketches ever that we did on Friday night. And you can see that they do include some measurements, but then we were kind of reconstructing how to make this layout. So we were kind of making some notes on the different measurements of these strips here. And you definitely can interpret these sketches any way you'd like. For instance, in this sketch number 1, you see circles here, but you can replace those with whatever you'd like. If you want to use a square or a triangle instead, another shape, please, please do. If you would rather use some die cuts that you have of different characters or, different icons, whatever you want to use, these are a suggestion. These sketches are suggestions of what to put where, but you don't have to completely match everything that's in the sketch. This doesn't have to be a flower. This can be some other die cut that you use up here, right? Okay, so sketch 1 is a 1-page layout and sketch 2 is a 1-page layout. That I think stays the same every time. And then sketch 3 and 4 are 2-page layouts. But a lot of times we will make the 1-page layouts into 2-page layouts. But that's totally up to you. Because we know that, you like to make layouts that match left and right side of your album. So, feel free to make these into 2-page layouts. However your style is, that's what you should do. But they were a lot of fun to make. So let's take a look at the ones that I made with the Relax into Summer collection. So this is sketch number 1. I ran out of this blue wavy that I put here along these pictures or along these mats for here. So I'll figure out something here with the title when when I have my pictures. So maybe I'll make it the dark blue like I have outlined around the center strips. I'm not sure. But I left this white space open here for my title. And, I'll fill something in once I get my pictures that I want to put on this page. So this is sketch number 1. And like I said, I'm going to use this for our cruise. And just all of these great borders and icons. I mean, they're just perfect for Rome and Italy, sangria, and just all the things. Here, this one design in the pack has tomatoes and shrimp and fish and lemons. So just very versatile for summertime, or like I said, I'm using it for our cruise for Italy. So, and then again, perfect here. This is sketch number 3. Perfect for Italy with the wine. And then a fun thing that I did, I couldn't decide. Let me bring the sketch back over. I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. They had a little half circle here on the side, and I couldn't decide what I wanted to do with that circle. So what I did was I cut it in half, And then I used the scalloped crochet punch and cut it out. I cut each section out of that crochet and layered it on that circle to make it look to me like a fan, like you would see in Italy or Rome, like those beautiful fans that they have. So I was really happy with the way that turned out, and I did the same thing over here. And an example of how I changed it up, or like we like to call it going rogue. Um, this blue section on this side is smaller than on this side in their sketch. They had this one 10 inches wide and this one's 8 inches wide, but I did both of mine 8 inches wide because I wanted to be able to see more of this beautiful paper. So I changed it up in the dimensions that they had. So just an example of how you can make it your own when you're making these sketches. I tell you, sketches are just my favorite thing. I just love making them. All right, so that was sketch number 3. And this is sketch number 4. I had so much fun making this one last night. I was just finishing up last night because when you complete a sketch for the Creative Memories virtual crop, you can then take a picture of it and post it in that Facebook group to try and win a prize. But also, I don't know, for me, it's not even to try to win the prize. It's to see everybody's ideas. Oh my gosh, the layouts that ladies posted from sketch number 2, they were phenomenal. So if you are not a part of the Creative Memories Virtual Crop Facebook group, go out there and join that group because you will have idea after idea and it's just going to blow you away. This layout was one of the favorites, and just how everybody did their starburst was phenomenal. They were just gorgeous layouts. So go and join that Facebook group for tons of great ideas. And so then again, this is sketch number 4. So I finished this one up last night. And as long as you post your pictures by Tuesday at midnight Central Time, then you are in the running for one of the 4 prizes. But again, I just like to see everybody's layouts. And, um, our Australian friends and Canadian friends, all of the markets that we are in, they all post as well. And so it's so cool to see layouts from ladies all over the world. So those are my 4 layouts from the sketches that we made in my Friday night virtual crop. And just so you know, when we're in the virtual crop, I am sharing my desk just like I do on Wednesday nights. So you can see how I'm making it and what I'm doing if you want to get ideas from what I'm doing, or some ladies just want to join to watch and then they will scrapbook Saturday, and make their layouts then. Whatever you'd like to do. I would love for you to join us on the 23rd for our next Friday night virtual crop. Okay. So let's get started on some fun layouts. So this is what I have left of Relax into Summer. I have 2 non-matching 12 by 12 pages. They're not the same is what I mean. They match because they're in the same collection, but it's not the same page on left and right like I usually do. That's kind of my standard, but that's fine too. They don't have to be the same background page. They're still going to match. They're still from the same collection. They still have the same color palette, the same theme. So it's still going to look great if you put this on the left and the right side of your album, right? So I thought tonight I'm actually going to maybe it's going to end up being 2 one-page layouts, or maybe it'll be a 2-page layout. I'm not sure yet how it's going to happen. So let's watch it happen. Let's see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen either. I mean, it's going to be a surprise for all of us. All right. So I thought with this red, I haven't used this stripe yet. It's been a little intimidating for me because it's a big and bold, bright stripe. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it on this layout. And so what I thought I would do is I would just do a 2-inch or maybe 2.5-inch strip over here of this stripe, because look how pretty it is. It is a gorgeous stripe. Found my mom's weights that she used for sewing. So that is what I've started using instead of um, my traditional grab an extra punch that's laying around and use that for my weight. So I did finally find the weights. So that's what I have here, in case you're wondering what those are, just to keep my paper in place. Let's cut our strip. I said 2.5. Let's do 2.5. If we do, yeah, let's do 2.5. Let me see what size this is. Do we do 2.5 or should we just do 3 and cut it in half? All right, you talked me into it. Let's do 3. We'll just cut this in half. That leaves us with a nice other 3-inch piece of the paper. All right, so we're going to put the stripes on this red right here. How pretty is that already? Just love all of the colors. The vibrant colors in this collection are just phenomenal. Another reason why I think it looks great for Europe pictures and summer. Look how vibrant and sunny and fun this color palette is. All right, so I just put in on 2 rows of photo tape, top and bottom, and then I'm just going to peel a little section, that bottom section of the backing off the adhesive, right? You can see the adhesive is on here. Just going to peel a little section back because I want to try and get it in place before I take all of it off, because I don't want it to accidentally get stuck down in the wrong place. And then I have to peel it up. I can do that. It works to peel it up, but it is a strong tape and it's great for cardstocks because it is a strong tape. But you are still able to peel up your paper. You're probably going to peel off some of your paper, possibly some of the color on the paper when you peel it up, but you can still peel it up if you need to. But I try to avoid that, right? There we go. So now we have a piece of that adhesive down. Our one side is down. We still have this side up here. So a suggestion that I've learned the hard way over time is, let's say you would want to tuck something underneath this. I'm just going to grab this other small piece of paper that I have here. Let's say you would want to tuck another. Let me grab the green so it looks a little better. So maybe just don't put the second piece of adhesive down yet for this. Maybe you want to try and tuck something else underneath it. Because like I said, it is strong. So once you put it down, it is a little bit to try and squeeze things underneath it. So if you're wanting to tuck, then just leave it like this until you have that other piece in there, okay? But tonight, I'm not putting things under, I'm putting things on top. So I'm ready to go ahead and take this other piece of backing off and go ahead and stick this whole strip down on my paper. All right. So I want to use, oh, I'm so excited. I want to use everything over here. And I want to use my stickers, my border stickers. I used one set, remember, on sketch number 4. Sorry, just bumped my camera. That was this one here, the grapes, the grapevine. Heard it through the grapevine? Right there's the grapevine. So I used blue on this sketch. I thought about the glasses, but with the already bold colors here, I thought the wave would look a little calmer, calm wave. And I'm just going to make sure that the dip here in the sticker, where the wave goes down, I'm just going to line that up with this edge of the paper, and that's how I'm going to get it on straight also, and line up the edge of the sticker with the bottom of my paper. So I'm not measuring, I'm just lining that up where the dip goes down in the wave with that edge of the paper so that you can't see the edge of the paper. I love to cover up a seam like this with a sticker, with a border sticker. I just think it gives it such a nice look. You know, it kind of softens that edge. Look at that. Isn't that fun already? Okay. All right. So I have these 4 mats set aside for this layout as well. Look at this cute, let me hold that up so you can see it. Look at this cute photo mat with the flower and the squiggly lines. I just love that. It's just very fancy, very fancy. But I want to use these mats because this could be one place where if I decide to do my last 2 pages as a 2-page layout, this will kind of bring it all together because I'm going to use these on both sides, the left and the right side of the layout. So, excuse me, I'm going to cut apart this one. This one's going to stay this way, La Dolce Vita. And then we're going to cut this one apart and see there are summer themes in this. Relax into summer. Summer is a state of mind. So definitely has that summer vibe in here too, and definitely with all these wavy blues, swimming pictures would be great. So I'm just folding it just to get that little crease to show me where the middle is, so I can avoid measuring and just use my sight guides and line my sight guide up with that fold that's right there and there. And just to make sure I'm on that, yep. And cut that in half, okay? Because I'm planning to use that on the left and the right. Oh, and one more. And this one makes it easy because they have the difference in the color. Oh, but this has a yellow on. Oh, that has the pretty yellow squiggly on this side. I don't know. Let's just check. This is the other paper. No, that won't look good. Too much movement there. All right, so we are going to go ahead and cut this one in half. Just like so. All right. I'm going to put these aside, and I think this and this one will be for this side of the layout. Okay. Let me get my paper relined up on my 13-inch mat here. There we go. So let's get these over on this side now. So my thought was I wanted to use up some of these mats. The photo mats are so much fun to use because you can use them for your pictures, this bigger size, and I don't have a picture trimmed, I don't think, that's laying right here next to me. Let me see. So here's a 4x6, and that fits perfectly on that mat. Okay, so these mats are so great for pictures, but then also great for journaling, or decorating with some die cuts and some words, that kind of stuff, which is what I'm going to do with this smaller one, because in Europe they had so many people that rode around on these cute little not go-karts. Oh, okay, help me with words again, ladies. On these cute little scooters. Yeah, there we go. And boy, did they move fast and in between cars. And oh my gosh, I could not do it. I could not be a scooter girl for nothing. But I wanted to use that on here because it definitely is something that I took pictures of while we were on some of our tours. So I'm going to take the adhesive off the back of this using our powder. because I want to put this up on foam squares. And if I leave the adhesive on and put it up on a foam square, it could possibly get stuck down by the adhesive where I don't want it to be stuck down. I'm going to move my hands away from my table because I don't want the powder over my layout. But just to show you how I do it, just dab it on there like this. It's got this great applicator sponge on the top, and then you just dab it on. So give me just a sec. I'm going to just give it a good go around over here. Okay. So there we go. So now the adhesive is off of there. It's not sticky anymore on the back. And I'm going to grab my foam squares and we're going to put a few of those on the top and the bottom and maybe one little guy right there in the middle, just so nothing waves down. I want it all to be lifted up at the same height. So just like that. Doesn't that look great? Oh, I love it. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm just going to take this one backing off this big foam square right here, because it's possible that I would want to maybe slip a picture in here, or I don't know, something, journaling card or something. So until I get, my pictures and I'm finishing up on this layout, I'm just going to do one, take the backing off one and adhere it in just this one spot. And that way, like I said, if I have a picture, and obviously this picture is too big, but if I have something that I want to slide under it, then I can still do that because I haven't stuck all of the adhesive down yet. And then I don't have to try and peel it up. So there we go. So it's just stuck down in the one spot. So that's going to be, I think, down here in the corner. And then we'll have this focal point up here with this picture. And then maybe we can slip in a couple small little photo mats up here. I don't know if we would use maybe one of the different colors. Remember, your matching or coordinating cardstock for the collection is on the cover sheet of your designer paper pack right up here in the top right corner. So we could use the soft pink, not red because you're not going to see that, canary, avocado, or blue mats right here. Or if you didn't want to use any mats, you don't have to, right? You've got a pretty red background right there. You can put your picture right there on that designer paper, just like so. Okay. So you do have so many options on how you want to lay out and how much you want to do. If you're scrapbooking without pictures, you don't have them ready yet, you don't have to adhere any of this down. Just grab one of our pocket folders, slide all this into a pocket folder, wait till you have pictures, and then decide, because maybe you have a portrait and you need to flip this around in this direction, right? And then this can be your journaling card right here. So, if you need to just stop at this point, then put everything together, keep everything together, and then wait until you get your pictures. And I'm hoping my pictures, well, they're coming either tomorrow or Friday. Okay, so let's jump over to then the other side of our layout. Remember, I had one other 12 by 12 left after the sketches that we made on Friday night. And it's this cute paper that has all of the food all over it. And I guess it is directional. Yeah. Oh, it even has olives. So very Mediterranean. All right. So for this one, I have this green left over. On the back of the green is lemons. So we're not putting lemons on top of this. And the other piece that I had from this one, I don't think that's going to look very good. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. I don't want to use stripes here. That's a lot. I mean, I guess I could. It doesn't look terrible. I guess I could use the red, though. I hadn't thought about that. Turn it over and use the red, Pam. Look at me. Silly, silly me. That's what we'll do. See, I told you we figured out tonight together, right? It comes together while we're here. And that's how our layouts, well, I should say, that's how my layouts usually come together, is just by laying my pieces out and seeing which ones I like. Well, that worked out well. I don't know what I was thinking, why I didn't think, just to cut that one in half, which we did, and then put it on each side. All right, so we're just going to line this up, bottom and side. Okay, I think that looks good. Oh, I think I need to move it over a little bit on the top. There we go. We'll just press it down, that little spot that I have peeled back right now, just to hold it in place for us. And then we're going to peel that all off and then make sure you reline it up, because I'm sure it shifted over when we pulled that backing off. Make sure it's not bubbling up anywhere or waving, causing any waves. It's uneven and it's not laying down flat. And then peel that other side off. We're good to peel that off. There we go. All right. And then we are going to use that wave. We've got that other border sticker, and we're going to use the same thing. And we're just going to line it up on the bottom and make sure the bottom dip of that wave is right there at the seam or the edge of that red paper, just to cover up that seam. That's how I'm lining it up. Just using that as my guide to get the sticker straight. Okay, I feel like I went over too far a little bit. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. I love it. Just gives it a look. It just breaks up, gives it another design, an edge. Okay, so now let's grab our mats and let's see what we have. I pulled all of these blues because I just love the elegance and the vibrance of this blue. I've got the small one like we used, and then this one on this side says La Dolce Vita. And then I have these other two. I don't know that I'll use these other two, actually. So I'm just going to put those aside for right now. I do think that my La Dolce Vita needs to have a mat behind it. I feel like it's getting a little lost, and I want it to just have that outline to stand out. And we have options, like we talked about those options for the colors that match. I don't think the canary is going to bring it out like I want it to. So I think it's either going to have to be the red or the avocado. And there's a lot of red going on already. So let's try a piece of avocado. Let's bring some green into this. And maybe I have a piece in here. Maybe not. That is big enough. Doesn't look like it. Okay. I have two pieces over here. I don't know if those will maybe be our mats on the other side. We'll have to see. It's just all coming together. I love it. All right, so I'm going to just slide all of this out of the way for now, and I'm going to put a mat behind La Dolce Vita. I just think it needs to stand out a bit. Grab my adhesive, and we're just going to put an outline behind it. Give it a little color, a little fun, give interest to your layout. Okay. And I just eyeball it. I just try and get the same width around each side. And I use my sight guides. It's got that black line right down the center. I just line that up between the edge of my paper and that black line and just try and eyeball and get the same width that I have over here. And if it's not exactly the same, you can peel up your mat and realign it. No worries. Okay. So there we go. So that brings it out. And maybe let me hold that up so you all can see. That just brings it out. You know, you have that solid on top of that busy paper, and that just brings it out. Gives it some more color in your layout. I like it. Let's get this lined up on our mat. I just like to line this up so that my paper is straight. So when I'm laying things down, hopefully that's helping me get what I'm laying down on my paper straight as well. All right, let's bring our other layout back in so we can lay them next to each other and see what we've got. So here's our left, here's our right. Let me move these over just a tad so you can see them more. There we go. And then here were those two mats in case we want to use them. And here are the two mats that we said we wanted to use. So I just want to lay them next to each other. I mean, I definitely think this is a 2-page layout. We've made them cohesive. We've used the red in both. We've used the wavy sticker in both. So I definitely think you can put these together and have them look fabulous. I don't know, maybe you could cut this in half and put it on both sides. And then do some mats over here. And the last mat down here. And then maybe another one over here, or you could do a circle mat over here if you want to change it up a bit. Or maybe you want to make this one in the portrait position, since, you know, kind of to be similar to this side. I really like that. That looks really great. You know, we just need one more mat over here, and let's see what I have here in my mat pack. I don't think I have anything. And then we can do some more decorating. Oh, I have this one. That one's very cute. The Dolce Vita definitely is a European look to that as well. And then, you know, there are some other stickers that I definitely am going to use on this layout. I'm going to use the ice cream cone, and I like all of the flowers and the leaves, so I'm going to decorate with those in some way. And then have one of these, maybe use another saying. We have this one, but there could be, you know, a small one that I use somewhere down here, like it says relaxation mode or making memories. That's probably the one that I'll use, making memories, and put that one down here at the bottom. So there we go. There is our 2-page layout, and that is all of the pieces of paper that I have. I've used all of the Relax into Summer, but I do still have several stickers. I have one more set of border stickers, which are the cute sunglasses that are in different colors. And then I have a bunch of the laser borders, because I bought 2 packs. You only get one of each of these in a pack. So I wanted to be sure and show them to you. I bought 2 so that I could have 2 of the same, so that I can do 2-page layouts. And then remember that they are reversible, so you can use the red or the blue side. So I hate to say this, but maybe you even need 4 packs, because that way you can use each color 2 of each color. So, totally up to you, but, we are having that You Pick It promo until Friday at noon. So spend $150 and get to pick one of those big totes for free, green and blue on the leaves here. And then the lemons and the limes. Oh, I just thought this was so cute. So one side is the limes and the other side is the lemons. Lemons and limes. So there you go. The tomatoes are really cute too. Great for your garden pictures. They are multicolored. All the different colored tomatoes, green, yellow, red. And then the other side has all red. Then you have some crabs with light pink on one side and a red on the other. And then these beautiful little tropical flowers with the ornate decoration in between them. And then on the other side, a darker pink flower with yellow in between them. So different colors, pink in the middle, yellow flowers, pink flowers, yellow in the middle. So you have options. So that is the Relax into Summer collection. So I still have all of these left. I don't know. I may buy another pack of the paper so that I can use up these borders with that pack of the paper. That's very possible that I would do that. I don't know that I'll buy 2 of the stickers. I usually just use 1 set, and that's plenty for all of my layouts. I think I still have enough here for another pack of paper. But yeah, I definitely have enough here to fill in anything else that I want in my European cruise or to use for summer. So there we go. All right. That is our layout for tonight, ladies. Thank you so much for watching. I sure appreciate you guys so much, everything that you do to support me. And I have so much fun with you, hanging out with you guys, and working on the craft that we all love to work on, the scrapbooking, working on our hobby and being creative together. So I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I will see you all next Wednesday at 7 p.m. for another layout. Have a great week and weekend, and take care. Good night.